I'm Sally Illingworth, and I'm in the garden studio on the Leading the Leader podcast. One of the biggest elements when it comes to your personal brand is your story and figuring out what part of your story aligns with why you do what you do or why you are the person you are. So one of the first best steps you can take towards, I suppose, nurturing your personal brand a bit more and getting more comfortable with the journey of actually nurturing your personal brand is to try and figure out what part of your story aligns with where you're at currently and why you do what you do. For example, why you're passionate in the job you're in or why you're passionate about the business you run, and telling a story about that, for example. So telling the story about how you got into what you got into and how it aligns with who you are. So from a content perspective, that's the first thing I get started on, because once you figure out why it aligns with you, then the passion's just going to flow through and everything else will sort itself out. What we've done throughout the course of this podcast is deeply explored what leadership is all about, and what you've done a really good job at as a host is actually forced me to think about what I do on a day-to-day basis, and I think that's really important. And there's a lot of, I suppose, experience and different ideas and thoughts that people can tap into, so everyone should definitely check into this podcast.